Rain can't stop us. Sha Carri, Sydney and Noah dominate relay finals. Epic American celebration at Worlds. A storm over Tokyo. The 2025 World Athletics Championships in Tokyo had already delivered heart-pounding races, shattered records, and unforgettable rivalries. But the final evening was something out of a movie. Dark clouds rolled over the national stadium. Raindrops splattered the track. Fans pulled ponchos over their shoulders. Commentators whispered, could this weather ruin the relay finals? For most, the storm was a curse. For Team USA, it became a stage. That night, Sha Carri Richardson, Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, and Noah Lyles led the United States to an unprecedented sweep in the men's and women's 4x100-meter relays. In pouring rain, they turned potential disaster into the celebration of the championship, a performance that left the world in awe. The weight of the relays. Relays are track and field's most fragile glory. A team can have the 4 fastest sprinters alive and still lose if the baton drops. And in wet conditions, the risk doubles. The Americans knew the history: botched handoffs, heartbreaking disqualifications, years where they were too fast on paper but stumbled in execution. Tonight, they faced not only rivals like Jamaica, Britain, and Canada, but also the rain-soaked track glistening under stadium lights. But champions rise in adversity. The women take the stage. The women's 4x100-meter final came first. Fans huddled under umbrellas, chanting names through the storm. The lineup: Team USA women. Melissa Jefferson, the rocket start. Gabby Thomas, smooth power on the backstretch. Sha Carri Richardson, the firebrand, the energy, the speed demon. Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, the closer, the calm amid chaos. Facing them, Jamaica, with Sharika Jackson on anchor, hungry for revenge. The women's race. The gun cracked through the rain. Leg 1, Jefferson, exploding out of the blocks. Jefferson launched cleanly, splashing through puddles, baton steady. By the exchange, the U.S. was already a step ahead. Leg 2, Gabby Thomas, with her tall, elegant stride. Thomas powered down the backstretch, slicing through raindrops like a blade. Jamaica fought back, but Thomas handed off smoothly to Richardson. The stadium roared. This was the moment everyone waited for. Leg 3, Sha Carri Richardson. The storm didn't faze her. Her orange hair, streaked with water, whipped behind her as she blazed the curve. Every step screamed defiance, against critics, against doubters, against the rain itself. She ran with fire, screaming as she handed the baton to Sydney. Leg 4, Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone. Calm, efficient, lethal. Sydney didn't sprint like she was battling elements. She sprinted like she was born for them. Jackson closed in. The Jamaican fans roared, but Sydney shifted gears. Smooth as silk, she crossed the line first. Gold medal USA, 41.65, championship record. Silver medal Jamaica, 41.95. Bronze medal Great Britain, 42.20. The American women collapsed into a joyful huddle. Sha Carri screamed into the rain, "You can't stop us." The men's turn. The rain intensified, but so did the atmosphere. The men's 4x100-meter was next, already billed as the clash of the championships. The lineup: Team USA men. Christian Coleman, the bullet start. Fred Kerley, the raw power. Arian Knighton, the young prodigy. Noah Lyles, the showman, the closer, the heartbeat of the team. Their rivals: Jamaica, still chasing Bolt's shadow. Canada, with Andre de Grasse. Botswana, the new force led by Tobago. The men's race. The silence before the gun was deafening. Bang! Leg 1, Coleman, lightning reflexes. He blasted out of the blocks, water spraying in sheets. By the exchange zone, the U.S. was already half astride clay. Leg 2, Kerley, thundering down the backstretch. Kerley fought off Jamaica's surge. His powerful strides kicked up waves of rain, but he held his ground, delivering the baton clean. Leg 3, Knighton. The curve was his playground. At just 20, Knighton showed composure beyond his years. He floated around the bend, keeping the Americans on top. Then came the moment. Leg 4, Noah Lyles. The crowd erupted as the baton hit his palm. Jamaica and Canada were close, the storm unrelenting. But Lyles thrived on chaos. Arms pumping, knees high, eyes fierce. He tore down the straightaway. Raindrops blurred into streaks. The stadium a roar of thunder and voices. Jamaica chased. Botswana surged. But Lyles was gone. He crossed in 37.20 seconds, another championship record. Gold medal USA, 37.20. Silver medal Jamaica, 37.48. Bronze medal Canada, 37.61. Lyles dropped the baton, spread his arms wide, and screamed into the storm. Lightning flashed above Tokyo, as if the skies themselves were celebrating. The celebration. The American teams gathered together, men and women, champions side by side. Sha Carri danced in the rain, Sydney smiled quietly, and Noah Lyles climbed the railing to lead fans in chants of USA. The rain had tried to dampen the night. Instead, it became part of the story. Fans called it the storm of glory. The human stories. What made the victories more powerful were the personal journeys. Sha Carri Richardson, once doubted, suspended, criticized. She was now a world champion again, her redemption complete. Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, the queen of the 400-meter hurdles, showed she was more than a specialist. She was the anchor of anchors. Noah Lyles, already a legend in the 200m, he proved he could carry a nation on his back in the relay. For all three, this wasn't just about medals. It was about legacy. Global reaction. Social media erupted. Rain. Lightning. Didn't matter. Team USA still golden. Sha Carri, Sydney, Lyles, American superheroes. Relays will never be the same again. Even rivals applauded. Jamaican legend Usain Bolt tweeted, "Respect to USA tonight. That's how you handle the storm." The science of winning in rain. Experts marveled at how the Americans handled wet conditions. Baton exchanges were deliberately slowed by 0.05 seconds for safety, yet smoother than rivals. Sprinters adjusted their stride, focusing on shorter ground contact to avoid slipping. Shoe spikes were customized for traction on the wet Mondo surface. It wasn't luck. It was preparation meeting courage. The fans' perspective. For those in the stadium, it was unforgettable. Fans described the night as mythical. The rain didn't dampen spirits. It turned the celebration into a carnival. One American fan tweeted, "I came for the medals. I stayed for the storm." This was history. What this means for athletics. The double relay triumph cemented America's sprint dominance. More than that, it showcased athletics as entertainment, a spectacle of grit, resilience, and joy. Sha Carri's fire, Sydney's calm, and Lyles' charisma weren't just performances. They were proof that athletics can captivate hearts beyond the stopwatch. Looking ahead, the Americans now turn their eyes to the Los Angeles 2028 Olympics, where they'll be heroes on home soil. The rain-soaked night in Tokyo will be remembered as the spark that carried them into the next era. As Noah Lyles said after the race, "Storms come. Champions rise. Tonight, we rose together." Conclusion. The storm that made legends. The 2025 World Championships ended not with sunshine, but with rain, a storm that could have drowned dreams but instead crowned champions. Sha Carri Richardson, Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, and Noah Lyles led America into history. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. Till next time.